Hey there, guys and gals, and welcome to another special edition GameRage Trivia Mania. We're just a group of friends sitting around learning some facts about video games, and we're going to see who comes out on top. Will it be Ev? Will it be Cran? Will it be Dan? Probably, but let's find out. Stick around! Everyone, let's go ahead and dive right in. We're going to make the intros quick because we got a lot of trivia to get through. It's going to be super great. I'm your host with the most. I'm Liz. That's Blavey on the PlayStation. That's BLAYYBEE, and I am drinking a Heineken.
But beer. Nice. I'll go next. Right. My name's Ev, and I am Booze Radley on the PlayStation and the Switch. That's B00ZERADLY. And I am drinking lemonade with a little splash of adult water in it. And by that I mean pee.
Huh.
Yeah, it's rated X, baby.
Triple X.
Oh, okay. Triple X?
Boob in it.
Yeah. 4 X's.
Ooh. Extra boob.
He put breast milk in his lemonade.
Yeah. It's delicious. It's good
Just
for my
wait till you
bones.
meet it. The woman he got it from. Come on down.
Well, hello everyone. I'm Cranny Doubtfire. I'm here drinking some Sierra Nevada Pale Ale.
That's what it is.
This is their regular pale ale. The reason that I'm Cranny Doubtfire is because I found a random woman in a fancy red dress with a fancy red feather hat, and I had to have her hat, so I hogtied her in the middle of town and took her hat.
Oh.
What the fuck? You monster.
Taking a woman's hat.
You should know, though,
it's
that Kelsey
very fancy.
exclusively answers the phone as Mrs. Doubtfire. Like, I call her almost every day, and she always answers the phone. She's like, hello! Like, every single time. It's, like, hysterical to me.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, Kelsey's ears are burning because she kind of heard that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You should, like, get a fire extinguisher for her ears.
My headphones
Yeah,
are
that's true.
in. I don't know how that happened.
She can sense Liz from, like, miles away.
We have that kind of
guess so.
Oh, is she
connection.
watching? No, she's not gonna be watching it.
That'd be funny.
I am Dr. Stroganoff on the PlayStation Network. Obviously, I'm all about that Red Dead, so if y'all want to try to hunt down Dr. Stroganoff, oh shit, I just
Good luck.
face planted, so maybe that's going to be easier than I was about to say it was going to be.
With your
Fucking
stupid hat.
smooth. Is it me?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob. I'm just happy to be on the show. My name is Dan. That's Tycho Stash on the PlayStation Network and Steam. I am drinking whiskey ginger. A whiskey ginger. That's what it's called when you put whiskey and ginger ale together. I forgot that's the name until just now. And I just want to point out that you can't learn things if you already knew them. I'm the heel. I'm the arrogant guy who's still gonna win and everybody's gonna hate it. So
The heel.
that's the character that's a persona that I take. But anyway,
Sure.
so that's me.
No! Not the fire!
Back to you, Liz.
What?
Back to you in the
I said
station.
back to you, Liz.
So, real quickly, I have been playing, I picked up a couple new games after I finished Kakarot. I mentioned on the last episode that I was trying After Party, and it wasn't really working out, so I wanted to move on to some other things, broaden my horizons, and then we'll circle back to that. So, in broadening my horizons, I did the exact opposite, and I bought Xenoverse 2, which is...
Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2
Yes.
for
Right.
those who don't know.
Yes, it came out in 2016. It is an MMORPG, and it's amazing, and you get to create your own character, And you look just like a Dragon Ball character. It's like the greatest thing that's ever been invented, ever. It's just so amazing.
Man.
And you get to, I mean, there's just like, it's just huge. The amount of things that you can do, I'm probably like aware or are participating in probably 2% of what you're able to do in the game right now. Which is just, figuring out the combat and just training, trying to do some of the training things, but there's, just such like an enormous plethora of things that you can do. There's world tournaments, online tournaments.
Good.
There's different missions that you can do. You can level up your character. You can get different outfits. You can get different powers. You can train other people. I mean, it's like the amount of things you can do is like totally insane, and I'm so absurdly excited to get into all of it. So I will keep you all updated on my Xenoverse adventures.
Oh my god, fantastic.
Man.
Sploosh.
Yeah, it's a total sploosh.
Blush.
Yeah, you wasted no time.
Yeah, dude. Gotta
Yeah,
get
she
that
really did.
fix. She's like a crackhead, man.
It's
when it comes
true.
to
Yeah,
Like
she
I can't
really
help.
is.
Like I just feel like you would think that I would reach a point where like it's too much, and I'm like, oh my god, this is too. But like I feel like I literally can't get enough. Like everything that I do, like every fight, like I just did another fight with Raditz and everything from Saiyan Saga, which I've done like a million times, and I was like, I can't get enough of this. Like it's so great. Like I just really truly like can't get enough, and I love it.
It's okay. You still have a couple of weeks until we are all able to get together so we can do your interventions, so you're fine.
Right,
Enjoy
exactly.
it while it
Yeah.
lasts.
Fine, I don't care.
That is hilarious. Yeah, we couldn't intervene last time because we were busy getting completely fucking plastered.
Yeah. I mean, getting super drunk, as we often do, to tell Liz
Yeah.
about her problem with video game addiction. I mean, come on.
We have balls in hand. Liz, you have a problem.
You got
You
too
got
much
a
Dragon
problem.
Balls. You gotta control yourselves.
Fucking
So,
fantastic.
F? You're up,
Yes,
I think?
I have finally, at long last, made use of another game that was lent to me many moons ago, and I am playing Doom. And I have to say, it just kicks so much ass. Like it's just, okay. First of all, your average run speed is like 20 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just fucking booking it.
And at first, I thought about like turning down like the movement and turn speeds, but then I realized that it's all part of the plan. Like you have to move.
No, you
fast.
want to be that fast.
Right. And I recorded a little clip last night just to show to Brittany because she gets like stressed out when games get tense, and I played through part of it. I managed to finish like the first objective of realigning the satellites, but I was fighting my way there, and I like didn't even know it was possible to go into berserk mode, but I ended up in berserk mode.
Oh, yeah.
And I was
Yep.
just like tearing
pickup
demon
thing, yeah.
skulls in half.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool, and I thought one thing that was really funny is that jumping in, they don't tutorialize you too much, so I was kind of figuring out how stuff works, and like I couldn't figure out how to switch weapons until I tried to throw a grenade with R1, and then I found out that was how you switch weapons. And then as I pulled out the shotgun and I got close to an enemy, I was like, oh, let me aim down the iron sights. And so I hold L2 and I press R2 and I shoot a little bouncing grenade that blows him into fucking chunks. And I was like, I could just imagine the game being like, what are you trying to aim, you fucking pussy? No, this is the grenade button.
There's no iron sights. There's just kill and more kill, you idiots.
Yeah, so it's pretty amazing. I'm loving it. It is tense. It is almost a little overwhelming, but I'm really loving it. So I'll keep plowing.
Oh,
through that.
just wait until like how awesome it's going to be once you actually know what the controls are.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah.
It's
Also,
also
you don't
funny just the irony.
accidentally destroy, like blow them into chum.
Right.
Yeah, it's
As
also
you
funny that
shoot
you
a
were.
grenade accidentally trying to look down your sights.
Yeah.
God
It's
damn,
also
that
funny
is Doom.
Yeah, the irony of it all is it's also so funny that you were like trying to be more precise, and then you used the
Yeah.
attack that like required you to be
The exact
as,
opposite.
as
Police,
little
yeah.
precision as possible.
Yeah. I'm learning the mentality of this game, which is fucking. The glory kills are awesome. I'm loving it. It's great.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. Cran?
All right. Well, as for me, speaking of games that we've been obsessed with for a while, we've got I've been playing Skyrim, and it kind of blows my mind just how much of the stuff you're able to go and do right off the bat. If I remember correctly, when you start the game and you're kind of going along the main quest, you become Dragonborn, probably at about level 5 or 6 or whatever. I am currently level 46, and I am not even Dragonborn yet.
Wow.
I just decided to go fuck off and just do random quests, and I'm just clearing cities and leveling up everything, and I'm an orc necromancer that wears light armor, and
the devourer, the consumer.
The consumer.
The consumer.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right, the consumer.
I enjoy shopping on Amazon.
It's
Look at these savings.
Oh man, I'm just like I can probably clear 99.9% of the game before I even fucking begin the main story. Essentially,
True. Yeah.
it just boggles my mind. Like that Skyrim to this day, I will say, is just a masterpiece in terms of a game that lets you choose whatever the fuck you want to do and be.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I say that not having ever played it.
Yeah,
I played
I
it.
mean,
And we don't have time for me to disagree, but that's okay.
Nice.
So it's me. I'm playing Celeste. That's another game that I picked up. I picked up a few games at the same time. I picked it up along with Deliver Us the Moon, and it's really good. It's fucking hard, bro. It's hard. If Brittany doesn't like it when things get like, what is it? What did you say? Tense and tense in games. Like this would drive her crazy. It gets so fucking hard. Like, but it's a lot of fun. It's well paced. The story is interesting. It's got this like theme of like mental health, like kind of overcoming mental health. If for those of you who are completely unfamiliar, it's a platformer that you're a girl named, oh shit, what's her name?
Better be
It's
Celeste.
not Celeste. It's not.
It's like
It might actually be
not the
Marlene.
protagonist.
Oh
no way.
Who you're trying to climb a mountain.
No, isn't it like Marielle or
Oh, it's Matt.
Madeline? It's Madeline.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's Madeline.
Because remember we had that whole discussion about how it's pronounced Madeline, not Madeline.
Madeline.
Yeah, you're right. So yeah, Madeline, and you're trying to climb the mountain, but like she struggles with anxiety disorder, and it's really well done, and it's like that's not like overbearing for the people who are like, well, that sounds stupid, but like it's not like an overbearing part of the story, but it's just like subtly in there, and the mountain seems to be an allegory for, you know, mental health, getting over mental health and everything, climbing the mountain. It's really difficult, but it's good. It's fun, and it's difficult, and you can play. There's optional, even harder missions that are even more difficult, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun, and you'll bang your head against the wall trying to complete one puzzle, but the thing is the difficulty is like well designed. It's smart. Nothing's like impossible or cheap. It's always like fuck, like I should have gotten that, but I didn't. But it's not because the game sucks. It's because it's like this is like, you know what you can do. It's like you just need to get better. That's all. You just know you need to like.
It's a learning process, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it took Dan forever. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It took Dan forever to do this one part. I mean, it was like a super hard platforming part. Like it would take anybody forever, but it was taking him like a super long time, and he was getting frustrated. And then he beat it, but then like something happened to where like it like wasted it. It like wasted the.
Almost beat it.
He like almost made it.
I got to where I needed to go, and then basically I was at a point where I thought I was like home free, and then something that maybe shouldn't have happened or unexpected happened that like, and I died.
But then he did it again immediately after.
What?
Like then he was able to get it. Like it's just one of those things. It's like I think it's like Twitch reflex, like muscle memory.
Yeah. It's not so much like, oh my god, I finally did this impossible thing, I'll never be able to do it again. It's like, okay, now I've learned how to do it, so I'm more likely to be able to do it again in the future, because the game teaches you, and you learn as you go, which is the best kind of game design, and especially for these like difficult platforming games. So I recommend it. I haven't beaten it. I'm probably only about a little bit more than halfway through, but it's a lot of fun.
Nice.
This game got like 10s from so many game publications, and I'm understanding why.
Oh, it's on every list. If you go into the PlayStation Store and it's like top 10 games of the past year, or like, 10 games that you have to play on the PlayStation, like games that are highly recommended by developers, it's literally on every single one.
It is on every best PS4 games.
And that goes beyond
list.
high praise.
It's on that list, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really up there with, you see the big games, you see God of War and Death Stranding and Red Dead Redemption, all of those, but then to see what looks like this little 8-bit platformer up there is insanely impressive.
Yeah, this indie platformer and usually within the top 5, honestly.
Right.
God of War is usually the top spot for obvious reasons, but considering the scale of this game versus God of War, it's very impressive. But yeah,
definitely.
Accomplishing those goals with a fraction of the resources, absolutely.
No.
All right, guys, are we ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready, Alex.
All right.
What is?
So,
I'm ready.
I will go ahead and keep score. So you don't have to worry about keeping score. I got you.
Yes.
And we have.
So I don't know how to count.
10 questions today.
Oh, wow.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let me know if at any point you need me to repeat the questions
Are
or
these
the
going to be multiple choice?
They are multiple choice. They're all multiple choice.
Okay.
So we're going on the honor system.
Yep, we are going on the honor system.
Sounds good.
Or should we all text the answer to you?
No. I can't keep track of that shit. Anyway.
Is this guy here bothering you, Liz?
Yes. Very much so.
There's a
talking about
burned
yourself,
lawman's body hanging over the back of Liz's chair, and it looks like if Kevin Spacey got nuclear blasted from Fallout.
That's exactly what it looks like. That is such an apt description. Why does it look so much like Kevin Spacey?
I don't know. Apparently lawmen in this game look like a dead Kevin Spacey. Anyway. Sorry, carry on.
Good Kevin Spacey's a dead Kevin Spacey.
Now, I'm going to need all of you to shut the fuck up when I'm reading these questions.
Okay.
That's the reality.
Let's do this. I'm excited.
We will try.
All right.
And if you like, you can play along at home.
Yay!
Question 1. Many of the Koopalings from the Super Mario games are named after famous musicians, as demonstrated by Ludwig, Iggy, and Lemmy. Another of these adorable enemies is named Reznor, after Trent Reznor, frontman for the 2000s era rock group 9 Inch Nails. But this is not Trent's first foray into the video gaming world. What popular game soundtrack is 9 Inch Nails also responsible for? Is it A, Quake, B, Shadows of the Damned, C, Dark Souls, or D, Brutal Legends?
Oh, man. I can go first.
I am guessing.
I think we should go in the same order every time. Why don't we go Ev, Cran, and then Dan?
All right.
Okay. I am going to say A.
I am also saying A.
Yeah, I was also going to go with A.
Well, congratulations. You are all correct. The answer is
yeah.
Quake.
Quake seemed like the kind of game that would have some fucking 9 Inch Nails in it.
Yeah,
that was my exact thought process.
It's the only one that came out during the time that anybody gave a shit about 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
Well, I remember the soundtrack to Quake 2, but I never actually played Quake 1.
Huh.
I played Quake 1, but I did not play Quake 2. Anyway. Question 2. We're all tied up. Question 2. Some of the voices we know and love are so spectacularly iconic that we never really want to hear them as anything other than themselves. Looking at you, Nolan North and Troy Baker. But there are others that have a range that seems to defy logic. What 2 Nintendo characters are voiced by the same person? Is it A, Mario and Luigi, B, Yoshi and Bowser, C, Peach and Toad, or D, Boo and Rosalina?
I'm gonna say Peach and Toad. Was that C?
That was C.
Okay.
I'm going to go B.
Okay.
I also was going to say C. C. Peach and Toad.
The answer is C, Peach and Toad.
Damn it!
Woohoo! Or as Toad would say,
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Or as Peach would say,
All
Right
right.
about that.
that's what she says every time, right?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Cran, you can still catch up. You've got a long way to go, buddy. Question 3.
Don't worry, this one's mine.
All right.
This one's mine.
Question 3. As much as we'd all like to believe that video games originated with mind-blowing titles like God of War, they simply didn't. However, it was still for a noble cause. In fact, the man who invented this game only did so to showcase, quote, that science isn't all about war and destruction, end quote. What was the name of the first defined video game ever created? Was it A, Space Commander, B, Tennis for Two, C, Tetris, or D, Chess Master 3000?
Oh God. I'm gonna say Chess Master 3000.
Okay.
I am also saying D.
Dan?
I'm going to say A.
You are all wrong. The answer is B,
Damn it.
Tennis for
Shit.
Two, also known as Pong.
Pong.
Oh,
God
no.
damn you, you idiot. Why did you get that wrong?
Tennis for Two.
Yep, the Tennis for Two was the original name for Pong.
Oh my
I should have
God.
known that. I should have known that's the first video game. I knew that was
That
the first
is-
video game. Why did
If I would have
Super
put Pong
funny.
on there, you
Idiot.
would have all gotten it right, but that was not the
Yeah.
original name.
Yeah.
Oh, son of a bitch! Tennis for Two.
Damn.
That was tricky.
Oh, nice.
I'm a trickster.
Nice.
Ashamed.
She's tricky.
I've dishonored my family.
All right.
Tricky.
Question 4. With virtual reality now a fairly common entertainment accessory, it's hard to imagine that we once lived in a world without any kind of controller interaction. In fact, we've been through several iterations, from the Wii to the PlayStation Move, even including the rarely used Kinect. But what was the name of the OG peripheral device that could be plugged into the Nintendo 64 controller to make it vibrate? Was it A, Wave Machine, B, Rumble Pack, C, Shock Shake, or D, Move Machine?
I'm gonna go with Rumble Pack.
Okay, Cran.
Same. That is B.
What'd you say, B?
B.
Okay,
Rumble Pack.
Dan?
Yeah, it's definitely the Rumble Pack. I had one. I had
You
two.
are correct. The answer is B,
Yeah.
Rumble Pack.
Woo! I thought that
I'm
sounded
pretty
familiar.
sure we all had that.
Yeah, I think so.
Not all of us.
That's
Some of us were
hilarious.
ports. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, I was poor too. I just had good priorities.
Yeah, we
Fair
also
enough.
had friends who weren't
Basically
poor.
augmented reality.
There you go.
Yeah.
Some of us just had a brother that would come and smack the controller out of your hand. That was the closest I got to a Rumble
Oh.
Pack.
Well, that's just as good.
Anyway, so we've got Ev and Dan are still tied at 3. Cran, you've got 2.
Neck and neck.
All right.
All right, here we go at number 5. For countless years, science fiction has led us to believe that space, the final frontier, is the most badass and interesting place you could possibly be. But astronauts frequently attest to it actually being pretty boring on the ISS. So what do they do to pass the time? Play video games, obviously. What was the
Yeah.
first video game system to be used in space? Was it A,
Oh no.
Dreamcast, B, PlayStation Vita, C, Game Boy Color, or D, Xbox 360?
I'm gonna say Game Boy Color.
I am going to say B. I believe that was PlayStation Vita.
That's correct. PlayStation Vita is B.
Tricky.
B.
I also think it's Game Boy Killer.
And the correct answer is C, Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop,
Yeah, that would have been a
whoop,
curveball
whoop.
if it was Vita.
Yeah. It'd been
I
a really
almost
curvy
said-
ball.
Very curvy. So like they're pretty curvy, but that would have been like very curvaceous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Yeah, I almost was gonna say Dreamcast, but I was like, they probably wanted to save space, so the smallest one possible. I don't know.
Yeah, the portable one. Like I also was
That's
thinking
why I was
like
going
one of the
Vita.
other ones, but then I thought portable.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first game to ever be played in space was Tetris. Bonus fun fact.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They played Tetris on the Game Boy Color.
Tetris.
Oh, those Russians.
Nice.
Huh.
Dun, dun,
Nice,
All
nice,
right.
nice.
Question 6. If you didn't spend your younger days glued to the TV, calling next game, and then screaming at your friend for throwing a fucking blue shell, then let's just say we had very different childhoods. Throughout all of the variations of Mario Kart released over the years, the very final track has always remained the same. Is that track A, Bowser's Castle, B, Rainbow Road, C, Koopa Cape, or D, DK's Jungle Parkway?
I'm going with Bowser's Castle.
Cran?
I'm going with Rainbow Road.
Dan?
Rainbow Road.
And the correct answer is Rainbow Road.
Damn it!
Rainbow Road is the only, in fact, the only track that has been in every Mario Kart game. All of them, other than Rainbow Road,
Wow.
have only been in a maximum of 3 games.
Man, see, I thought it was Rainbow Road, but then I was like, wait, I know that that's a popular level, but I think Bowser's Castle is the final level. Shit.
You're confusing that with the Mario games. Usually, in the Mario games bars, Bowser's Castle is the last level.
I do like the Rainbow Road level in the Mario game.
It's great. It's pretty great.
It's like Frogger,
You
but you're
too.
Mario.
Doing so much gay stuff. It's crazy.
Just sucking so many Goomba dicks. It's like your wrist gets tired from having to mash buttons.
Rainbow Road is like
I've been
the
there.
Nebraska Avenue, but
Cran, that commentary.
All right, we are at question 7. Dan is in the lead with 5, followed by Ev with
Yes, I
4, and then followed by Cran with 3.
Shit.
All right, number 7. As popular as Fortnite has become since it burst onto the gaming scene in 2017, it arrived with its fair share of controversy, with many claiming it to be a more accessible version of the popular Battle Royale fighter PUBG. In addition to this, the first weapon you receive is the same as the weapon provided to you when you launch Minecraft. What is this weapon? Is it A, a sword, B, a glass bottle, C, a rake, or D, a pickaxe?
I'm sorry, can you say the question one more time?
Yeah. In addition to this, the first weapon you receive is the same as the first weapon you're provided in Minecraft. What is this weapon?
Okay.
Do you want me to read off the options again?
Yeah.
A, a sword, B, a glass bottle, C, a rake, or D, a pickaxe?
I'm going with pickaxe.
Cran?
Oh, man. I'm going with glass bottle.
Dan?
pickaxe. D.
And the answer is D, a pickaxe.
Motherfucker.
Ow! It's funny because my first thought was like, well, your first weapon is your fists, but that doesn't really that doesn't
Your
make any sense.
fists aren't a weapon.
Well, that's true. My fists are lethal weapons.
I mean, Tony the Tiger would disagree, but
It's
mean-
true, yeah.
he's not
I'm
involved.
getting too old for this shit.
All right. Question 8. The beloved Bob Ross once said, "There are no mistakes, only happy accidents." Well, the same can be said about video games, that's for damn sure. Which of the following titles originated as Race and Chase, released accidentally with a glitch that made all the other cars go crazy and ram into each other? Was it A, Need for Speed, B. Grand Theft Auto, C. Twisted Metal, or D. Mario Kart?
I gotta say Grand Theft Auto.
Cran?
I'm gonna go with A. Is
Dan?
that Need for Speed?
Yeah, A was Need for Speed.
Yeah. Okay.
It is, of course, Grand Theft Auto.
And that is
That
correct.
game exists.
It is
Yeehaw!
Grand Theft Auto. The game was released with that glitch, and it was actually, but I thought this would have given it too much away in the question. It was actually only specifically the cop cars that the glitch was applied to. So all the cop cars would just go insane and ram into the player repeatedly, and the players loved it so much that it just spun off and spawned into Grand Theft Auto.
That's fantastic. I honestly, as soon as you said like a built-in glitch, I was like, yeah, it's Rockstar.
All right,
That's awesome.
all right.
What was the name of the original game again? What was
Race
it
and
originally
Chase.
called?
Raisin
Oh,
Chase.
So we've got 2 questions to go. Dan is still in the lead with 7. Ev following with 6, and Cran with 3.
You got this, Cran.
You got this,
I know.
Cran.
Get on your way, kid.
All right, number 9. In what can only be described as a complete robbery and mockery of justice, the hit TV series Firefly was ripped from us far too young without a proper ending. Potentially even worse, we never got the video game depicting our heroes in all their glory. However, Wash, Jane, and yes, even the Cap make a voice and personality cameo in what first-person shooter? Is it A, Halo 3, B, Uber Soldier 2, C, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, or D, Soldier of Fortune Payback?
Oh, can I hear the first 2 options again?
A, Halo 3, B, Uber Soldier 2, C, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, or D, Soldier of Fortune Payback?
I'm gonna go with D, Soldier of Fortune Payback.
Cran?
I am also going with D.
Dan?
Yeah, I was also going to go with D.
And you are all wrong, because the answer is A, Halo 3.
No way!
There are 3
Almost said
commanding
that.
officers that
Wow.
have their voices, and the officers were created with distinct personality traits to match the characters of the show.
Wow.
Damn.
I didn't want to give it to Xbox. I was like, Halo 3 set in space, they could do something like that, but I was like, Xbox doesn't have that kind of class.
Thought about it, but I just wasn't. Damn it.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Pulled
Damn,
away from
wow.
us too soon. Just
I'm so
like
surprised. Right.
Marilyn Monroe. Seems to me, live your life like a leaf on the wind.
Oh my god.
I am a leaf on the wind.
That is all.
All right, last one. Ev, you could still tie.
Oh yeah.
And then I'd be
That's
fucked,
what
because
my
it's
mom
the
said
last
about my
one.
shoes.
Yeah, that
But even still, here we go.
It's
Number
out.
10. Well, you know what they say. There are no new ideas in Hollywood. Thank God we have a seemingly endless supply of video games for the film industry to rip off for years to come, whether we like it or not. Which of the following games has not been made into a movie yet? Was it A, Tekken, B, Silent Hill, C, Quake, or D, Far Cry?
I'm going with Quake.
Can I hear the choices one more time?
The choices are A, Tekken, B, Silent Hill, C, Quake, or D, Far Cry?
I'm going with C, Quake.
Dan?
Yeah, damn it. This is anticlimactic, but yes, it is C Quake.
And that is correct. The answer is
Yeah.
C, Quake, which means Dan takes it with 8 points, followed by Ev with 7 points, and Cran with 4 points.
You almost had it.
Hell yeah! Wait.
So close, buddy.
Yep.
That was good. You guys did really good, though. I'm surprised at how many you got right. Those were hard.
Yeah. We don't have lives.
No, you don't.
When I'm not playing video games, I'm reading about video games because I'm taking a shit. Obviously.
That's great. Those are good questions, Liz.
Thank you.
It's funny. Like a lot of times, I'm like, who even knows these things? Like, how does anyone find these things out? Like the Trent Reznor thing. I was like, how? Like, because sometimes the question you guys come up with, I'm like, oh, because you're into this or that. But with that one, I was like, how the fuck?
Two quick questions.
Yeah.
The internet.
Both right.
The internets.
Interwebs.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Well, anyway,
Good round,
let
good
us
round,
know,
everybody.
everyone, if you got them right, or if they were too hard and I need to chill the fuck out, or if you fucking crushed it and you think we're all a bunch of weenies and you got a 10 out of 10. Let us know. Hit us up on our social medias, which will be in the outro. But thanks again, everyone, for listening to another special trivia episode of GameRage!
I win.
Thanks, everyone, for listening to another episode of GameRage. That was super great. Thank you all for participating at home. If you did not, fuck you. Just kidding. Love you. Gonna hit us up on our social medias, on our Tumblr and our Instagram. So check us out. Thanks for everyone for listening.